The same company.
Yeah.
Are they the same company? Krystals and White Castle?
It's the same
Yeah, they're pretty
thing.
much the same. Probably like cousins that got different names. Because a family thing.
Yeah.
Just like the truck stop. The truck drops, Flying J and Pallet is the same, but you know.
Yeah.
Like
I want some iron skillet now that we're talking about it.
I
want an iron skillet buffet.
Ooh, at the Petro, what?
Only Youngstown niggas eat out of gas station.
Oh, hey, the peep show was in the back. Peep show was in the back.
Like the Puerto Rican food over there at
so I heard
on Center Street Bridge. You know what I'm saying?
You know, so I've heard.
So I've heard.
All the way.
So, shit. Balestro. So what happened last night, cousin?
What happened was I should have put $10 on each team and came out with all the money. That's what happened. That's what should have happened. Yo, I thought it was going to be a whole lot different, but I didn't watch the game. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to chill.
Fam,
I seen the halftime score, and I was like, yo,
this is
crazy.
Why they always give like, shit on TCU. This is why they shit on I was like, team.
But the thing is, dude, like the whole season been like that. They've been down like mad deficits at halftime every game and come back to win.
Okay.
So then I seen like this, then I got like the alert on my phone at like the end of the game, and that shit was like they lost the biggest deficit. And I seen the score, I'm like, shit.
It wasn't.
So I was like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't watch.
The starting quarterback could have been in street clothes by halftime.
Oh, for sure.
God damn.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude.
Like the third, the fourth string, the cats that's supposed to be starting in the spring.
I'm like, did they come out there and they like give them dudes like cocaine and prostitutes allegedly?
It was
because I'm like, dude.
The quarterback was choking bad, man. He was just throwing pick after pick. It got ugly quick. It got ugly real quick, and Georgia put their.
But they yo,
they didn't let up. What team wins by that much point? That point spread, and they still was going for 2.
Dude, what made me think it was bad was check it. So I went to pick up my son from school that day, or yesterday, and. Like legitimately, his high school was legit on TCU's campus. You know, I live like a mile away from TCU.
Right.
And I'm seeing a black dude jogging on campus with a motherfucking Georgia Bulldog shirt on. I'm like, what's fucking random? What? Nobody doing nothing about it. Yeah, it might be curtains, bro.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You telling me the score was 65-7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody played enough?
That's a PlayStation score.
Yeah.
This is why when everybody talk about the committee is all rigged, this is what they're talking about. They know what the hell they're doing. This is why TCU could go undefeated and they still like, nah, y'all not ready. Y'all can't get in. That's why they shitted on them for all those years. They got in there and look what happened. 7 fucking points. In championship. Go ahead, fam.
Can I suggest something real quick? In all seriousness, because I'm not, unless it's boxing. And I've always been honest with this shit. I'm not even like a super expert on it. I'm pretty much just a fan that keeps up. But for all the fellas on here, what I think would be dope is if you brothers did like a sports show, maybe once a week. You know what I'm saying?
You could include Miss Kiki. You don't know if she watches sports or not, or
absolutely, nigga. I'm just offering.
You just said all the fellas like she ain't right here.
Oh, okay,
in center.
Miss Kiki.
You know what? Coochie just doesn't matter, do it?
It absolutely does. Okay.
When you started, I was like, looking right at her. Like
and I just wanted to tell you that you're a troublemaker. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. And you're a provocateur.
No, I'm not a provocateur. I'm like, dude, we are all here, right? She doesn't have, she can't hear what we're saying.
She literally has never brought up sports on this show.
We never asked her neither.
Okay, so Miss Kiki, along with the cast,
feel free to invite me on the show to talk about the Cowboys.
You're here. I already feel like you fucking family. I'm just saying.
I got you.
Catch
I
and
got
talk
you.
sports.
Thank you,
It would be
Ed.
dope if we had Schwabel Room Sports.
There you
Just
go.
don't do that Molly Queerum, whatever the fuck name is, bullshit. And you good to go.
Okay.
Hey, what day you want to do the shit?
Try to figure out a day and do a Sweat Room recap of what's going on, especially like after last weekend with the boxing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about Dana White?
No. We're gonna talk about.
That's a great segue.
We're gonna talk about that. No, he's talking about Davis
and what you call it, Garcia.
And then was it Boots Ennis and what's my man's name?
Yeah, Boots.
But I just think that would be dope, man. I oftentimes hear a lot of brothers get off on like these. My brother-in-law in the other room, that's why he started his channel. I hear cats go back and forth about sports, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers sound better than these supposed professionals up there on TV. Y'all could kill it. You know what I mean? So,
all right, we figure something out, man.
Sure.
We'll tap in. Like I said, they don't have to be extra long. Just a quick little recap or whatever. We just jump on.
Yeah.
All right, Tank, we ready, man?
No, we're not.
No?
So, just back the fuck off me, bro. You see me over here struggling. I ain't even contributing. I'm like trying to get my work done.
6 minutes of him trying to get his technical shit right.
That's true Youngstown energy right there, brother. True Youngstown energy.
All day.
Word.
It's been a fucked up day, okay?
You gotta learn how to take those. Like, nigga,
I called you back, motherfucker.
All right, then you ain't got to cuss at me. Go on in.
Not you. Not you. Old man Ali. I called you back, motherfucker.
Did you? My bad,
Yeah,
man.
I told you I was gonna call you back, Cuddy, nigga.
I know, man. I know. I just
Fuck is wrong with you? Shut motherfucking
I'm
problem.
fucked up. That's what's wrong.
Yeah,
You see how you see how
Hey, y'all know we live, right?
Half an hour ago.
You know we live now, right?
Hey, we got to do a story.
We gotta talk some shit.
We need to do an episode on stories from the yo.
shit.
What's that?
Yeah,
What's
for
that?
sure.
Draco Drew, what you just say?
Stories from
We
the
need
yo.
to do episode on stories from the yo.
Invite me.
For sure.
Man,
For
shit.
sure.
Yeah, y'all.
I got all
When I said we, I'm talking about you too. We all from
Yeah,
the
Miss
yo.
PK. He's
I got
talking
all
about
we
you.
need all the stories.
I've been thought about that shit for sure. For sure.
We need all the stories.
I ain't got none.
The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Goddamn right. You are absolutely right.
We can break it down all the way to the Mustang days. God damn it!
See? Wow.
The Mustang.
Shout out to
days.
Moses Freeman. Thanks for coming through.
Hey, what happened in the Mustang days for you, kid?
We said we gotta do another show about that, man. That's a whole nother show.
A whole
The
episode
Mustang.
dedicated.
See,
The Mustang was something else, man.
That might have to be a whole series, bro.
That
Couldn't
part.
even go in. I would just drive past the
Series.
Mustang and just wait for him to flood out. But you know how that go. You know,
Yeah, so you was
that's a different
Ed
time.
was the parking lot pimper.
Something like that. It's a different time. Different time, man. Different time.
He was picking them up when they drunk. Hey, baby, you looking good tonight.
you know, goddamn well, Ed was a parking lot pimper, man. That's where the alcohol was, the free shit.
that part.
Let me tell you something. The first time I met Ed, we went all the way out to Niles or Warren to that club that was in the mall. It was like a what was that? It was like jungle themed or some
Kahunaville.
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
So we standing in there. Now, we going back, right? We going back. So walk up to the bar. We're all ordering drinks. This fucking place is packed, right? Me and Ed standing there. It's the first night I ever met this cat, right? He's like, "Hey, man, hold this real quick." And it was a cup. I'm like, okay. Motherfucker started pouring some alcohol in it. He reached in his coat. It was just like, there we go. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker was in the bar pouring his own drinks. I was like, yeah. We on the same fucking page. Yeah. It was like, man, I'm hanging out with you all goddamn.
Oh shoot.
That was we tailgate at the tailgate. You know how that went, man. You know. That's what it was.
All right, so I think I got the first leg. So let me go ahead and start this music. I don't know if I can get that voiceover with but we're gonna try. Okay,
I'm not trying.
He's
not trying
yelling.
shit?
He's not yelling. We could just run it. Let's just run it. Different
Like we always
circumstances today. Yeah, like we always do.
Like we always do it this time. I go for mine.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take Eddie P 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3.
All right, fuck it.
Niggas was like, it's Friday. We've been waiting for you to start.
We'll wait till Friday.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it, man.
Yeah.
The story here. Doctor charged with attempted murder after driving a Tesla over 250 feet off a cliff with the whole family on board.
Wow.
Yeah, these motherfuckers survived.
Everybody survived.
My man did a Thelma and Louise off the fucking cliff with his
whole
whole
family.
family in that bitch.
Was he in the fucking car?
Man,
Yeah, he was driving.
everybody's in the car.
Everybody's driving. Wife, him, and like 2 kids in the car seat.
Yeah.
Off a
Don't
cliff.
Teslas drive themselves? Why didn't he bail?
Well, that.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
That's fucked up, man.
I was thinking about that.
It'll
shit,
stop
like,
if you open the door.
Just put the
That's fucked
autopilot on,
up.
son.
But he,
That motherfucker will stop if you open the door.
as soon as his ass got conscious, they put that, those bracelets on his wrist. You know, you dumbass. Now you getting charged.
Basically.
They're gonna handcuff him to a wheelchair. I mean,
Stupid as a motherfucker, man.
I mean, it's a dope promo for Tesla, but fucked up situation for the family.
Yeah, what was it? Was there any injuries that was just?
Oh yeah, they got fucked up, but everybody lived. Just think about that. 250 feet.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, is they like limbs missing, or do they got a chance at a good life? Or
all they said was everybody survived, Miss Kiki.
Survived and was conscious.
You can leave it at that. I mean, like little kids. If in the car seat, it's little kids.
We used to lose people every weekend on that curve on Market Street.
The life-threatening
Facts. Not right.
One at a time, man. Go ahead, Driz. What was you saying?
We just did what you said not to do. My bad.
Yeah,
I just said I don't think there was any life-threatening injuries either. I think there were some serious injuries, but no life-threatening.
That means just think about this divorce that's coming. I'm just saying the wife is gonna get everything. He's done, man. I'm just saying, man.
It makes you wonder what was in this motherfucker's mind. Like, I don't know if the bitch said something while they was driving, and get a little dick. Fuck it.
He's a doctor, man. He's a damn doctor.
But he couldn't have been that smart. How the fuck you gonna try to kill somebody in a smart car, stupid ass?
Easy. Keep hitting that gas.
But bless, bro. Who in the fuck survives a 250-foot
yeah.
fall?
That apparently they did in a smart car, motherfucker. You dumb bitch.
This dude's got the only Tesla that wouldn't burst into flames after falling 250 feet. Like,
oh man,
motherfucker did a Wile E. Coyote off the side of a goddamn cliff.
The battery didn't even explode.
Oh shit!
You gotta see pictures. Go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You got to see the picture of the damn wreck. It's an accordion, man. It's dude, it's bad.
Yeah,
like nobody died. You going off a cliff, you're not falling like this. You're falling like that. You know what I'm saying? And like Tank said, it didn't blow up.
Yeah, somebody shit themselves.
Tesla's is battery operated, right?
Yeah, 100% battery operated.
That might be the reason why they didn't go.
Well, no, that's the thing is lithium. As soon as lithium is exposed to the air,
right,
it
boom
catches fire.
Kaboom.
Yeah, so it starts to oxidize. So
they have a hard time.
All it really needs to do is pierce a couple of those batteries, and then it's a runaway. It's just going to be a cascade effect because one battery will catch the next battery on fire, and then there's the explosions. So and then it's a metal fire too. So that's the other thing. Lithium is hot, and
it's going to burn hot.
You can't put that out with water.
And it's because in some of those, like they had a few incidents up here where those batteries just fucking went haywire and caught on fire, and they had to get the manufacturer to come out and so they can figure out how to put this shit out because the firefighters couldn't do it. They didn't have the right, equipment to put the shit out, man. But them batteries been going. Motherfuckers up here. Then, all right, man, I'm tired. So they set the goddamn, what is that, the autopilot, and the shit thing went off the road while this fool was asleep.
Yeah.
They hitting motherfuckers, and the battery always go up. So it's amazing that motherfucker, this is the first time the battery didn't go up.
250 feet.
I mean, I'm sure he did his research. Like, who would want to go out like that?
Yeah, that part.
Right. Well, who would want to go out like that? You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you he was not a trauma surgeon.
Right. I'm not trying to be funny, but I can legit see this under the sub topic and Reddit on there was an attempt.
There was what?
And there was an attempt. The subtopic on Reddit, you know how they got that? There was an attempt. I can see it on that shit.
Yep.
Hey.
I got a photo of the car here. Let me
man, post this so these people
I want to see this.
I want to see that again.
It's robbed, son.
I heard and was just like, oh damn, that's tragic. And then I realized nobody died.
You ever see one of the motherfucking bums that go get a pop can and they step on that shit?
Yep.
They want to put it. That's what the car looked like.
Yes.
Like a bum.
Wow.
I'm about to get 5 cents for this can.
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 people in the vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. When I was a fireman,
going to hell on scholarship, man.
Look at Drizzy.
Drizzy about to take the wall out.
Hey, Drizzy, one time.
Stop it! You're hurting him.
all right, whose shit is that?
We got crazy feedback.
Yeah, who's watching the show while we're on the show? This shit ain't Spaceballs.
Who's watching the show?
Not me.
I don't know.
Which one of you niggas is doing it?
That ain't me. I always had a value now when I watch the shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Realistically, that's not bad.
I'd have been fucked up.
I'm about to say because the inside is kind of. If the kids were in car seats, they might have been okay.
Yeah, when it comes to car accidents, this car is not in bad shape.
I've seen some shit on the road.
250 feet.
Man. Yeah, if somebody told me this car fell 250 feet, I wouldn't believe them. No.
You ever see
regardless of what it looked like, it's still 250 feet.
Dang, and I'm just like, dang, and where it was, like rock and stuff.
Yeah, cliff, right off a cliff.
I might have to.
I mean, wait,
I might have to buy
that back up again. Can you put that back up one more time? Was that by the ocean?
No, I said I might have to buy a Tesla so I can be safe.
That was in California.
I got one for sale.
It's in California?
Yo,
yeah, that was in California.
Always in Cali.
Man, can you imagine if the tide came in like never mind.
Right.
Drizzy. You survived that but drowned. Yeah, that's bad.
That'd have made the doctor's day.
Hey, I'm just happy that the kids
that's the new Dr. Death right there, y'all.
That's fucked up. But yeah, man, that was
and God finished it.
What the devil meant for evil.
God finished what I wanted to happen.
Next, man. You about to get us all fucking banned. You about to get us all man.
Awful bull. Awful.
Listen,
what's the doctor's name? What's his name? Man.
It's Patel.
Something Patel.
Arvind.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna touch that one. Well, yeah, we be banned.
Thank you.
Darvish Arvind Patel.
Never find a hotel room fucking again.
I bet you he'll never try to kill himself again.
If you stay in the hotel rooms,
no, I said if we keep talking about this dude, we might not ever find a hotel.
If you staying in those hotels, you got bed bugs like a motherfucker.
Allegedly.
Let me stop.
Especially if it's in Cleveland or
I was about to say what I've seen.
Yeah.
I found the dildo. I found the dildo in the hotel at the head of the bed. I was so pissed because I stretched I don't know why I was feeling it, and I touched it. I don't know where it was at, who had been in. I touched it.
Eek.
Yikes.
Next, please.
Did you smell your fingers?
Smell like doo-doo, did.
No, I screamed and went to wash my hand. Like, is this really a dildo? Because I picked it. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman. I felt the dick, and I'm like, what's that? I picked it up. I said, I can't.
Come on, man. Kiki on one.
No. She needs to keep going.
What's the doo in the air?
It's the wine.
So what state was the hotel in?
In Pennsylvania. I'm Piston, PA.
Piston, PA. Oh God, that just sounds bad.
Sounds like you said I pissed in PA.
Right.
Wow. Damn, Drew, how you put that together like that? Okay.
I did it. I did it.
My mind is just,
I got you. I don't know.
What we got next, man?
Drizzy got a full clip
Same way when I saw that Tide and I was thinking if fired it.
That R. Kelly.
I was going to ask if it was a Teddy Ruxpin brand dildo, but I mean.
Oh, man. Next.
Allegedly. Miss Kiki, did you see the motherfucking commercial? Did you see the short that he put up?
Yes.
Man, that shit was hilarious.
I was
over saying that's Kiki right there in the classroom.
Kiki right there.
You wrong for that, cuz. You wrong for that.
My friend.
Hey, she was deep down too. She was like,
hey, yo, sidebar real quick, man. Y'all see the previews for that movie, Megan?
I want to go.
I knew I was about to say
I seen that the other day, bro.
Yeah,
we should be talking about that.
That shit is crazy.
I should have went to
we should be talking about that.
Yeah, I'm going.
What's this movie, Megan?
It's
AI.
a new AI.
Yeah,
it's like the new Child's Play. But
I seen it a couple of months ago.
She's an android.
It's dope. It's dope.
The auntie is a scientist that's working on this prototype, and she doesn't really know how to take care of kids, so she gets her niece because her sister dies somehow, and so she decides to let her meet the android that's modeled after a child, but it's got AI, capabilities. It's interesting.
There you go.
It's really
there you go.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Ain't it? That's 2020.
No, that's
that's
not
not it.
That's Megan the porn star.
Right. No, the guy who made it, James Wan, he made a movie called Upgrade. He makes these real good, like, technological horror films about science and technology getting the fuck out of control. That Upgrade shit was raw. It was about AI too, but it was, I don't want to give it away. You got to watch shit. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Megan was dope. Check it out.
Oh, it was good. You seen it?
Yeah.
Just the bitch dancing in the trailer had me tripping.
It's crazy. Especially because it's one of those, like, damn, like I was saying, this dude make movies that it's kind of like, this is what's coming.
Yep.
Did you go by yourself?
Wish I could see them.
Oh, okay. See, I think I'm gonna go by myself. I just ain't want to be scared.
Take care of my own plants. I have this project at work. Do you want to see?
Yes.
Ever since I was little, I dreamed of this perfect toy that would protect a kid from ever feeling lonely or sad. This is Megan.
Hi, Megan. I'm Katie.
Hey, Teddy. I'm Kiki.
It's nice to meet you, Katie. Do you want to hang out? Okay.
We need to do a mock first.
Megan, your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional. Is that a doll? Model 3 generative android. Megan, for short.
I can't believe you made this.
Teddy, you
Love
supposed
it.
to Kiki from Mars.
Sounds like fun. Great job.
It's nice to have a friend. It's honestly like she's part of the family now.
They could be building emotional connections that are too hard to untangle.
She's the happiest she's been since her parents died. Eat the toppings, Katie.
Research shows if you force a child to eat vegetables, they'll be less likely to choose those foods as adults.
Is that so?
Yes. Experts say.
Megan, turn off.
Ooh.
I thought we were having a conversation.
God damn.
That'd have been it. That would have been it right there. There's Teddy Ruxpin.
Her say something.
Stop! Don't! Megan! You should probably run. Megan, did you push Brandon onto the road? I won't let anything harm you.
Megan, turn off.
Recalibrating response model. What's wrong with you? Don't worry, Katie.
Motherfucker, get me.
I won't let anything harm you. Ever again.
What the fuck is this shit? A mix between
Teddy.
Child's Play and Terminator? What is
I'm
this?
ready.
shit?
I'm ready. Did you see her bust that move?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I was sucking for
Right.
motherfucking dad.
Yeah, she got moves like Jagger, man.
Right.
She got
We
moves like
should,
Jagger.
we should
Mhm.
make a mock trailer with Miss
He was
Kiki and
doing
Teddy
capoeira
Ruxpin.
and,
Yes.
what's that shit called?
Yes, and I'll be giving it goo eyes, and then it'll be looking back at me, and then I pull out like a Easy E tape or something, and then I put it inside of him, and he's just,
Put in a
Because
loop
the
tape.
boys in the hood is always hard.
hard.
We come talking that trash and we'll pull your card.
Teddy Ruxpin ain't got no teeth. That's why I call him a gummy bear.
Okay.
Well played, sir.
wow, that's
well
like that
sir.
geriatric. I get some geriatric head from that.
Well played,
Man.
Can we please stay on topic, man?
Let's get to the next one, man. We started.
Sorry. You keep fucking around with Teddy Ruxpin, your pussy gonna look like a lint trap.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. This motherfucker said, Dana,
Hey,
hold on.
hey, I call you liquor.
I don't have enough alcohol tonight. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Oh my
All
god.
right. So we,
Oh my goodness.
let's move on to our
Move
next
on.
story.
Move
Let's
on.
move on to our next story.
Damn.
Son of a biscuit eating
Oh,
bulldog.
Big Wit in the house, man. What's
Shut
up,
up,
Wit?
Wizzy.
Great movie. Not scary at all, though. That doll is on one.
Indeed.
Okay,
Indeed.
so I probably can go by myself then. Good.
All
I'm
right, let's
definitely
get
not
it.
buying one for
I
one of
just
my daughters.
can't picture
I'm
you
just saying.
being scared of anything.
I know, because,
There's cats in these streets scared of you. And you talking about you scared to go to a motherfucking movie?
A movie.
no, because I'm real emotional. Like for real. Like when I went to go see Scream, I screamed the loudest. Like I jump, I grab people, all type of shit. That's why people
Oh, you know they're bringing that back, right?
scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in like in
I'll
New
go
York.
watch
Like in New York. Yeah.
Why?
On the subway and shit. I saw the trailer like about 2 weeks ago. It looked dope.
Yeah, there's a Scream 6.
Yeah, it
Like,
looked
there's
dope.
enough scary shit to go on in the world. Like, why would they bring back another?
Yeah.
Like,
Man, how many Jasons and Freddys did we have? Stop it.
yeah, right.
How
Stop
about
it,
the
I'm
next
sorry.
goddamn topic? How about that? I ain't got
There we
no
go.
night, man.
You're right. It's like, man, we got shit to do. Drizzy hit the clicker.
All right.
Dana White
defeats wife.
Upsetting victory. Let's get it. Matter of
New
fact,
Year's,
let's get my
man.
shit off.
New Year, she got a little lippy in Mexico, and he had to go on upside her head. You know, like, look here,
Nah.
woman. I
Nah,
told
she
you.
popped him. She cracked him in the video.
She hit him first.
Yeah, she cracked
Okay.
him. And for me, let me say this: that whole shit is not necessarily my issue. I mean, one, I don't believe men should be abusing women, but 2, if you crack a man, you better expect to get cracked the fuck back.
Now on that horse, you better ride it.
Right. My problem is the footage on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now what we covered all last month, I think, and before that was the situation with Kanye West and how this cat by the name of Ari Emanuel put the call out that nobody was to do business with him. And so he started losing contracts. Banks didn't want to fuck with him and everything.
Mhm.
Well, Ari Emanuel owns what's the shit? Endeavor. It's an Endeavor Group, who ultimately owns the fucking UFC. This is the guy that owns the UFC.
Mhm.
And mum's the motherfucking word as far as this Dana White situation.
Mhm.
You got the sports networks, as far as like Fox Sports, I think, or ESPN, where Stephen A. Smith is, these motherfuckers, along with Harvey Levin, like they letting this cat shape the narrative. You know, he was on TMZ, and Harvey Levin was like, "Oh, so there was a bunch of liquor involved." Well, huh? You don't remember anything, right?
Yeah.
I watched Stephen A. We just seen Stephen A. Smith last month defend motherfucking Jerry Jones when he was trying to stop black students from going to schools. Was that in Arkansas? I think it was. And Stephen A. Smith, he's a good guy. You can't blame him. I think this is wrong. Cancel culture. I think he was just there. He was a curious kid. This, that, and the 15th. But every time it's a fucking black man, Stephen A. Smith gets animated like a motherfucker. Ray Rice. When the Ray Rice situation happened, he came out and he said, like, yeah, nobody should be putting their hands on anybody. Michelle Beadle goes to the boss, and they all start crying and shit. Next thing you know, they come back from break, and he's like, I made a mistake. Under no circumstances should a man ever put his hands on a woman. I've confronted men about putting their hands on women, and I don't think it's right. And he started all this crying and shit. Well, now that it's Dana White's a very, very good friend of mine. I talked to him. He knew there wasn't any way I wasn't going to talk about this, but he said it before. There's no reason for a man to put his hands on a woman ever. And I think that he's a good man. He's a good friend of mine. I just talked to him. I love him. And I'm like,
that's my issue with Dana White. It's Dana White. He said that. He started that trend with the UFC, saying,
there you go.
All those guys that's roared it up in the UFC that put their hands on their lady. He was like, they have no place in our what you call it, in our
right.
In our culture.
An establishment,
like, those guys got to go. He was the face of it.
We gotta go. We gotta give him, like, and I'm a woman, but we gotta give him some kind of, I mean, yeah, I get it compared to other people and black people, that's a problem. But when you put your hands on a man, and sometimes, look, I got a brother, all right, and I keep picking, and I hit him one time and I got fucked up, and I knew then that you don't push no man to no limit where they snap out, like, period. True. Don't put your hands on nobody, period.
Well, here's the thing, Miss Kiki. That's why I started off by saying that wasn't my issue. Even though somebody, I was listening to him, they pointed it out. Like, she popped him. He smacked the shit out of her. But then he turned around and he gave her an extra slap. That's where I think, okay, maybe we went overboard. But I'm also a believer, if you assault someone, if you harass, if you do anything, if you commit any type of transgression against somebody, you then can't dictate how that person responds.
Yeah, that second smack was, don't you do it again. The first smack was a reaction. The last smack was that, so you'll know.
Yeah. Right. My problem again is the reaction. And I'm not shocked. This one brother, he talked about how, that's us that's not on code. We can't expect them to talk about their own, which I still find to be bullshit. Because again, Chad Wheeler almost killed his fucking black girlfriend, beat the brakes off of her. And when he saw she was still alive, he looked down and said, "Oh, you still alive? That's interesting." And they was talking about, oh, he's suffering from bipolarism. Kanye West just said something and nobody gives a fuck that he's bipolar. They try to he said something and nobody gives a fuck that this cat is bipolar and having manic episodes. And I truly believe there's some more shit wrong with him. Okay. But it's just when you see the likes of the Stephen A. Smiths and Molly Curran, that was another thing. Jalen Rose ex-wife. I remember when the show first started, she didn't say a motherfucking thing, which she should go back to not saying the motherfucking thing, because she jumped all in Kyrie's ass. Right. He needs this, that, and the other. Idoku, she has a bunch to say. I don't see how he's getting fired. He should be punished and all this. Now, all of a sudden, when it's the white guy, oh, I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't think this is right. Dana's a good man, and he's a friend of the show. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is a person that should be ostracized by the everyday black person. Like, if he was to call other brothers out on shit, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But then when you see these white folks, it's just like You just start seeing the tap shoes and shit, and this motherfucker be like challenge and start getting to the Sandman Carruthers shit. You know what I'm saying? Challenge. You just see feet and shit. You just see these motherfuckers up here going like challenge.
Hey, man, that's what Steven do, man. He's always in the hunt for the next gig. Who knows? He may be the next for UFC. He's always in the hunt. He's always gonna placate. You know that. That's his format, man.
And he's saying he's basically talking about a future without the without ESPN. But I mean, I'm just saying, you see it. We watching Skip Bayless show his ass. He dogging Shannon out, and Shannon take that shit. Mm-hmm. And then this next week he made that fucked up ass tweet. Okay. But this is the other interesting thing. Some gentleman by the name of Jeff Wagenheim. He says he put out this tweet and it said, we've been told not to write anything incendiary on social media about the Dana White situation. And I understand why and have abided by that. I just ask y'all to understand that some of us at ESPN do not have a softest take on domestic violence, which it shows you that these motherfuckers is off limits. Mm-hmm. But when it's one of our people, you understand what I'm saying? Because they completely ruined fucking Ray Rice. It was almost the exact same situation, except for this motherfucker got muscle and she bounced off the elevator and hit her head on the rail and he dragged her out. But she was drunk.
Was very close.
Right.
I just have to say.
But then got married. He got married after that.
He got all the face meat all up in here.
Yeah,
right. And all that's good. Right. But she even said, "Hey," she said the same thing that Dana White's wife said. This is a private incident. We would like people to respect us. This, that, and the 15. Nah, fuck that. They ruined his career. So now you got this cat Ari Emanuel, who's looking like a big fucking hypocrite. And I get what you're saying, big bro, as far as like this is what Ed is going to do. But I feel like it has to be talked about or else this shit is going to keep happening if nobody draws attention to it. Like they can't keep raking us over the fucking coals. But then when one of them do the same shit, it's like, oh, no, mum's the word. Everybody, we gonna media blackout on the shit.
Yeah, they can and they will because we don't own no networks. You saw the memo. Right? You read the memo. You just read the memo. We cannot here at ESPN talk about such and such people because, they keep the lights on.
It's like a form of slavery.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Exactly. Man. No, that's exactly what it is. My thing is this. When you don't rebel against the shit or say anything, whether you own the motherfucker or not, you telling people, hey, I'm comfortable with the way I'm being treated.
No, I get you spoke your piece, but guess what? Guess who's still the head of UFC? Guess who doesn't have a job? Ray Rice didn't touch the field, like you said, since that damn video and all that shit, that backlash. Ain't never touched the field since. Even though the wife said, this is a private matter. It's between us. Mind your business. We still getting married after he didn't hit her and body slammed her inside the damn elevator.
He body slammed her.
But my thing is, what is it, DiCaprio? Ain't that DiCaprio who took the knee? Am I saying it right?
Kaepernick. Leonardo DiCaprio. He gonna play Kaepernick movie now.
He gonna play him.
He didn't even have to put his hands. Basically, they
canceled him. They put the call in.
Yeah, you're on our puppet string. You're like a puppet. And if you go against us, we'll take everything away from you.
They put a call in and said, anybody give him a job, you know what I'm saying? Y'all out of the Billionaire Boys Club. No team touched him. He was radioactive. Oh, yeah, we'll give you a tryout. They gave him a tryout. While he was trying out, this is what they were doing.
They gave him a tryout on a little league football field.
And that's all they did. They're like, oh, okay, are you done? You done? Okay.
Wow.
The Eastside Broncos.
That's how that worked.
They paid him off, and they had him sign an NDA. So all the tryout was to make him not look so bad.
Right, but that's what it was. They put the call in like, if he ever touched the field again, you out the club.
I get it, man. I get it, and I get it, and I get power. But at the same time, man, wouldn't nobody watch the field or none of that shit if them brothers weren't playing.
Facts.
Same as the court.
But the brothers ain't cutting the checks. My thing is family. I feel your frustration. I feel your frustration.
Right. But the money comes from the brothers, and at the same time, again, I completely get what you're saying, and that's what a lot of people point. Like I said, the one video the cat clearly said, and I agreed with him. Hey man, we can't look just because we all fucking cold. We can't expect anybody else to be off code. But at the same time,
right,
when our people are playing a part in this shit, they need to be checked. Stephen A. Smith shouldn't get no fucking pass. For me, I don't understand why those players aren't freezing him the fuck out every time he come for an interview. You know what I'm saying?
It's in their contract, family. It's in their contract.
Listen.
It's in their contract.
I get it. But again, they ain't got to necessarily talk to his ass. They can talk to reporters.
You know what they
can
do?
Necessarily talk to him.
Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Remember Marshawn Lynch?
Absolutely.
Remember, that's what he did.
Right.
You know, he was just like,
so I won't get fined.
That's it. That's all he said.
What else he said?
If they all start doing that, then he'll go away because nobody wants to have, if he's supposed to be this great interviewer and nobody want to sit down and give him the time of day, they're going to get rid of him. I get that.
And see for me, one more time. I'm sorry. Drew. Go ahead, Drew. I got you. Go ahead.
All right. As a former journalist, and I say that loosely, these people are groomed and they're picked. They're handpicked. Before Stephen A. Smith, it was Stuart Scott.
Facts.
Okay, and he was picked because he would flip hip hop phrases within the sports genre.
Booyah.
It wasn't nothing different than what we did in the barbershop. He just decided to take the neighborhood to them, and they thought it was cool, right?
And he had that slick Rick eye.
Shut up, you bastard! Don't you ever disrespect the dead like that. Continue, Drizzy. Don't let him get you off.
Right, and no disrespect to the dead. I'm just saying this is the game they play. They don't care if who we pick. They will pick one that they will force on us, and then we eventually it happens the same way every fucking time. It's so old and boring, right? And so if it wasn't Stephen A. Smith, it would be somebody else.
Facts.
And and then you look at how the whole fallout between him and Skip, and they're pretty much the same person.
Yep.
Just two different.
He was just defending Skip. Go ahead.
Yeah, but they cut from the
listen.
same.
I'm absolutely not saying that any of you are wrong. It's not just fucking sports. If we look across the board politically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Whether and I'm not judging her, but you got your Candace Owenses of the world. You had your Diamond and Silk. I think Diamond just fucking died.
She did.
Your Officer Tatum motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always see this, but what I'm saying is we know that these people are gonna put motherfuckers out there like us to be the mouthpieces so they can control the narrative and shit like that. But when you got Stephen A. Smith up there pulling out lists, he pulled up a list on the show. I couldn't believe what the fuck he was doing. And it was a list of all the fucking players that have been convicted or charged with domestic violence. And it was all black ones. He just left all the fucking white ones out of there. And it took Max Kellerman to say, hey man, you do real. I think it was Skip Bayless at the time. He said, you do realize that, the majority black motherfuckers in the NFL.
Can I ask you to pause? Can I ask you to pause
sir.
and not lose your place? I don't want you to lose your place. I want you to jump right back. Seriously. Now,
got you. Go ahead.
Take what you just brought up there. Let's go back a few ticks to what you just said about the way that they paint the narrative of us being 77% of the league. Who brings in the money? Right? So how can you complain? This is how they look at it. I'm just bringing this point. Not saying I agree with this or think this way. How can you complain when your talent has afforded you an opportunity that any other so-called person of color would not have been afforded for such egregious deeds? If you were just, little Jimmy on the corner that beat his woman up, you're not going to make $1 million the next 10 Sundays. Okay? You're not making $150,000 a Sunday and suiting up and playing because, you're going to jail, buddy. You're going to jail. As soon as you smacked her the first time and she told, it's a wrap. So this is the way that they're looking at it. And then you got someone like Dana White, or let's go to Robert Kraft. You getting special happy endings and you pay a little fine, and everybody shuts the fuck up. But the Browns quarterback, who got the top deal ever signed in the NFL history, has to sit out for 10 games so that their team almost make the fucking playoffs. And I'm not even a Browns fan; I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm just keeping it 100. Like
Facts.
that's just
facts.
And you only had to
Good
pay
point.
him $2 million
That part.
on that max
No.
contract this year.
That part.
You know
They're
what
looking
I'm
at the long game. They're looking
No,
at the
that-
long
and-
game. They don't give a shit about.
all it is.
They don't
That's
give
all
a
it is.
shit about
We
the
can say it's
domestic
racist.
violence.
We
No,
can
no, no,
call
no,
it
no.
all of that, right? But it's because they own the narrative. They own
No.
it.
But bust it. I'm not paying attention because a lot of shit. I think that the whole shit. What's the brother's name that got caught with the white girl? He was a commentator.
OJ. Oh,
No.
Motherfucker.
No. Listen. No, for real. The cat that Amy Robach. He was cut. TJ Holmes. I think the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach shit should have just been between them. I think that the Ime Udoka shit should have just been between him, Nia Long, and whoever the fuck he was screwing. Okay. Right. My problem is this. And everything, Drizzy, you said was correct. Everything you said, Edman was correct. What I'm saying, Edman, what I'm saying is this: these things have a ripple effect, and they like to paint the brothers is the picture of all fucking depravity. And my thing is, if we got a small platform here, we got what 407 motherfuckers, and if we can reach out to our 407,
Love y'all.
you.
Like,
Thank
share,
you,
subscribe.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm
Thank you.
saying? Tasha K got the YNOs, and this person got that. The Hulk Hogan got the Hulkamaniacs. We got y'all motherfuckers. So what I'm saying is, we can't just not say anything, because then it's gonna look like we in agreement with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a big problem when these motherfuckers, because I get it. Look, Dana White. If Dana White goes somewhere, UFC is going down the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's in a position where he's needed. He's a high ranking piece on the chessboard. But so are these brothers. Of all the motherfuckers, these cats would be good if these brothers said today that they ain't want to play no more. But the money was slow up in the sports arena. All of these cats got other ventures, but it is fucked up when we got a media that's so unfair and unbiased that black men look like the face of motherfuckers that's whooping hoes' asses, and this man then clearly smacked the shit out of his old lady. Hell, you had the War Machine motherfucker that beat the brakes off of his old lady, and it. You know what I'm saying?
I was out here, man.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. We followed that story
Hey, you
from
know,
beginning to end. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I hate to say it, but white men are known for beating their women and running off of cliffs when their money ain't right, or the woman cheated, just said fuck everything.
In a test.
You know what I mean? So it's just like they're always gonna smear us, just like black on black crime. There's white on white crime, and there's Asian on Asian crime. There's all kinds of that, but they're that's just for some reason they hate us, and that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? Until we stand up, that's just like, okay, like it's a whole bunch of players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, like 75%, like we're making all this money. That's just like you said, like slavery.
Yeah.
We were a whole bunch of people on the plane, out there. We could have did something, but we, for some reason, the white man know how to condition you to make you bow down, and it's always with resources. And that's something that our people lack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And like the brother Wise Intelligent, he made the comment, like, how could you expect
there he is,
a young man to do this? What's up, Pastor? He said, how can we expect?
Happy belated to your family.
Yeah, happy belated.
Yeah, happy belated.
Yeah, he was just saying that our people are in want of all things, but again, for me, it's just one of the things that I could never let ride. Like, I can't sit up and listen to a motherfucker be like, oh, all these black bitches, this, that. Like, maybe that's the motherfuckers you deal with, but I know nothing but dope sisters, man. I mean, yeah, we all know the outliers and shit. You know what I'm saying? But what would I look like as a brother who wears this skin to not say, hey, these motherfuckers is on some bullshit? And so is that nigga Stephen A. Smith and that bitch Molly Karen.
Allegedly. Okay. All right, man. We didn't ran around this track about 3-4 times.
I'm not moving forward until somebody calls him a coon 3 times in a row.
Coon.
And they're gonna pop up in the
say
mirror.
Amen.
Hey, I got a question. I got a serious question though. When it came to the domestic violence incidences in the UFC, now what happened? Were these fighters fined, or were they taken out of the NFL? Like,
depends on if they got caught. They got kicked out. That was the whole point. There's a clip, like a montage of Dana White saying, this cannot stand in the UFC.
He brought
none
it
of
up
this,
in the interview,
So that's how that went until it came to him hitting his wife.
Well, he ain't a fighter though,
and he's the owner.
But he's part of the UFC, brother.
Yeah,
nah, he's just the chief executive officer.
Yeah, he's the face. But they can get rid of him, just like they got rid of old dude from Papa John.
That cat got 10%. He's got a 10% stake in the UFC. They can get rid of that motherfucker.
They can get rid of him if they want.
He's way below the controlling interest in that shit.
Yeah, but
they're not. Like I said, like I said, if his wife said, "Hey man, look, that shit is between us," then cool. But let's not act like this nigga didn't do what the fuck he did. Let's not go radio silent.
How I go.
I'm not trying to.
I hear your frustration, fam.
Did she swing on him first? Did she hit him first?
And I think that's the difference, is that there's actual video of this woman smacking him in the face first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we're in a different
hold on.
time
What did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say?
I said there's video footage of this woman hitting him first.
Right.
So that's a little bit different. That's not a real domestic violence situation. Well, I mean it is, but it's not a one-sided domestic violence situation. There's two motherfuckers fighting.
Chris Brown.
No.
Rihanna hit his ass first.
Rihanna was whooping his ass in that car.
He was driving in a moving car.
She was whooping his ass in a moving car. And
it was a video tape.
They still smearing his fucking name to this day.
Yeah.
Ray Rice's wife was drunk as fuck, popping the shit out of him. You know what? It wasn't her hitting him that made him knock the shit out of her. It was her fucking spitting on him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's not my point. Again, I just said, hey, if you big and bad enough to hit him, because they always say, don't no man hit. Well, motherfucker, you knew he was a man when you hit him. Don't just act like he was a man after the motherfucker he hit you. You knew he was a fucking man. You should have kept your hands to yourself. I'm solely talking about, god damn, this bias ass goddamn news. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh yeah,
it's nothing new, fam.
It's nothing. That's why I'm like it's crazy.
It's nothing new. It's shit gonna he'll be back next UFC, tournament. Dana White will be there promoting the next fucking fight.
It's starting to be
full of black fighters.
Yeah.
It's starting to be accepted though now. It's starting to be accepted because look at Krishan and Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, she be whooping his ass.
She be beating his ass.
He whoop his ass.
Yeah.
He hit that nigga with a head about nigga.
She blackballed that boy out.
That's what they call entertainment, and
he be trying not to hit.
That's how that goes now. They want to keep us in that realm. Like, this is black love. This is how they get down.
That's what I'm saying.
And it pisses me off because this is the only way that people that look like us can enter somebody's home, and this is the representation that they get. And I know how you guys act. Like, some dude said some shit like, I know the black man struggle because I watch Baby Boy.
And
like
stupid shit.
Baby Boy is the worst example of black men.
Right. This is the only time we could get inside certain people's homes.
It wasn't a decent black motherfucker in Baby Boy. That was the same motherfucker who wrote Color Purple wrote Baby Boy. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that's the worst representation of black people in film. I mean, there was Holiday Heart.
Stop, man. Stop.
Hey, nigga, he was a decent motherfucker.
And there was, what was that that stupid Eddie Murphy movie?
Man, the boy was just sweet, but he was taking care of a little girl. So I don't know if that's the worst representation, man.
Got it. All right, continue, family.
He was being a good human being. That's what Holiday Heart was.
New Jack City was the worst representation of black people.
No, it wasn't. It was the foundation of the black.
Gangsta ass shit.
That was the foundation of the 90s.
Stop it, baby.
Yeah.
I just feel like they take the hood dude and make it
Yeah,
they take the and make it all black men.
Okay,
and
but
it's not all black men. That's not.
Let me say this, and then we're gonna get off of this. This show, I love it. I ain't seen, my wife told me the last season sucked, but I watched this shit called Yellowstone.
Oh yeah,
and this shit is a master class in manhood. Okay, whether you one of the natives or the white dudes, it's about protecting what's yours or going to get what someone's taking, being a father. It's all about fatherhood, and it ain't no sweet ass cowboys in there. But then you get P Valley and you see a motherfucker with a pressing curl and the goatee.
Come on, man.
Scripping.
Come on, man. Next. You can't compare the two. You can't compare the two.
Bullshit.
Go ahead, man.
Every time you turn something on, there's some gay black men in the shit.
Oh God, here we go.
Motherfuckers get to be cowboys and shit, and they fighting and fucking. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. And drink. Next. Go ahead.
I'm mad. I hate that.
Go ahead, man.
What?
Please go ahead.
Yellowstone the shit though.
It is. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Straight black dick matters.
Damn it.
What?
I told you to move on. I told you to move on.
Best man, the final chapter.
All that shit we talked, and that's how we end the segment.
Wait a minute, hold on. We started everything with everybody needs their own opportunity to speak. You know, so don't hold it against me for not hitting the next button.
Man, Drizzy, hit his ass with the remote, please. Come on, man. We got to keep it going with the relationships, man. This shit had me rolling.
Women makes husband apologize to a group of black men after hearing him call them a slur. Who got it?
You got the tank?
Hell no, I ain't got it.
You ain't
got it.
There was actually a clip.
They got
started off.
I
got a clip.
Play the clip.
Okay, then bless you started off.
All right. What we doing? The clip or me starting it off? What's happening?
Is he doing? You got the clip, Cuddy?
Got the clip.
Set it up.
Find the clip. It was rushing me. Now I got to find the fucking clip. Oh, give me a second. God damn it.
That's the worst production. No, I'm just you do it.
I told you I didn't want to go. JB was gonna be there. What JB got to do with it? JB, make me drink.
Hey, Cuddy, that was coming, wasn't it? You do it.
Fuck it, I'm done then.
All y'all upload this bitch. Go ahead.
Wait.
Get Drizzy to do it. See if Blestro can do the show from his phone.
Oh, fuck is wrong with us?
Yeah, man. My thing is about this this segment, man. I think this is her way of trying to get out of a toxic marriage.
Probably.
You know, this is her last. You're like, enough's enough. I'm done. I ain't fucking with you no more, you ignorant bastard. But my thing is, he didn't just get ignorant. She just reached the point.
She probably like
twins.
She probably like
shit.
She probably been dealing with that motherfucker for years, man.
Just
can't take it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it,
man.
I wish more white people would stand up to Karen's.
Man, fuck that. I don't give a fuck if I am wrong. When I'm out, even if I'm wrong, bitch, you have my back. I don't give a fuck.
I was about to say, that was my dude. I was about to say, I would have set her ass straight. I said, don't you never correct your man.
If I was those niggas that he was apologizing to, I'm like, bro, check your bitch, man. That's wow.
They probably ran trays on her afterwards. They wasn't going to check her, man.
Before that, don't talk about like that.
They ran trays on her, man.
You see the clip?
I got the clip.
You got it?
Karen exposes husband for being racist.
Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. It's okay, man. It happened. Yeah. No, man, I got you. You said what?
He called you out of your name so bad.
Who, us?
Yes.
He called us
Tell him what you called them.
What you called us? What you called us?
Yes.
What's he called us?
Give me my fucking purse. You can have your purse,
but you need to be safe. You're not doing this.
I will be.
But this,
is that the only clip?
Oh wait. So she did it in the privacy of them two, not called him out loud.
Right.
But no.
Oh no, she tried to get him fucked up.
That part.
But
That part.
But the thing
because
about
they didn't hear it. They didn't hear it.
Let me ask this question: do y'all think this was more about her really being upset, or her being angry with that motherfucker for some reason, and the bitch being manipulative, trying to get him fucked up?
It was an opportunity.
Hell no, she was in tears. So therefore, she was fed up with that motherfucker because she ain't that hurt about no black people.
I'm confused.
She was fed the fuck up, and she tried to get him fucked up.
There you go, Miss.
That's what the fuck that was.
I think it was that immortal, son.
Blessstro, what you got? What you saying?
I think it was more, honestly, because from what she was saying when he said, I think it was, I feel you should be feeling safe and all that stuff. I think it was more so on the lines of, nah, motherfucker. I think it was not just her being pissed off at him. I think it was like more so she was cool. I think it was he felt scared and she was good. I think it was like I married a bitch and this motherfucker's scared.
Listen,
I'm good. He a hoe.
Can I say this?
Bend over.
I got two things wrong with this. First of all, the niggas seem more scared than the bitch than the 6 niggas that was out there. That's first of all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Second of all, nigga, if I'm with my bitch and I ain't got no gun and I see 6 niggas, I'm like, hey, watch out for these niggas we about to walk by. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gotta be no white or black thing. Hey, I'm like, hey, babe, hey, listen. I ain't got the strap. The 6 niggas looking real suspicious right now. Just hold on me tight and let's get going and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he should have slapped that whole in front of all that shit. That shit.
Allegedly, we can't promote violence. But that's why he had her purse, and she was like, "Give me that." She clearly looked like she was drunk.
She was drunk and she was crying.
And she was in her feelings. You know.
She probably was mad as hell. He got a little ass dick. Seen them black dudes.
I don't know about that.
Back to the deck. Here we go. Back to the deck.
I think he was more scared than she was on some real shit.
Oh, definitely. That's why he went up and apologized. I'm sorry.
I think that she was. I think he was like, I'm scared, so I'm gonna say you need to be safe. But she was like, man, what the fuck they gonna do?
Nah, she was like, the Aquarius got my back. I ain't worried about him.
Hey, no, Miss Kiki hit the nail on the head. The motherfucker, hey. She didn't give a fuck about the motherfuckers.
Facts.
They was already into it about something else. And then she was like, this the perfect opportunity to get his ass whooped. She probably was niggering it up with him. She was niggering it up with him, but then she got mad, and now all of a sudden she mad, and then she let them run triz just to piss them off. They ran triz on her.
Hey.
If you watch the full video, the dude was like, you want us to beat him up?
Right.
And she was like, no, I just want you to scare his fucking ass and let him know that I got the power.
She was playing them cats, man. They got played, don't even realize.
Honestly, you know what? I'm sorry. You know what pisses me off? The fact that whoever is named DeMarcus LaShawn, whatever the fuck his name is, goes to the say, do you want us to beat him up? For what? Stay the fuck out of white people shit. You would have been the first one locked up. You would have been locked up, not them.
Right.
You would have had her man's
first ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, he'd have been the first one strung up if you'd have whistled at her.
I don't know because she kind of looks familiar and she looks like she may have had some in a previous time.
Yeah. Did she look comfortable?
Oh yeah, she looks pretty comfortable.
She looked
looks like she might have got Triz's name before.
Hey, I told you, Triz.
She done had some chocolate in her mouth.
Wait a minute. You just can't do this.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
Opportunity was knocking.
Go ahead,
knocking.
Go ahead, Cuddy.
You can't characterize every fat white woman as being dicked down by a gang of
yes, you can.
No, you can't. You cannot do that.
You can't, but she got it all in the face, bro. It's all in her grip.
Yes, you can, allegedly.
Allegedly.
She does have the look of...
She said to me, man. Finish your sentiment.
You guys are absolutely right. She does have the look of skeet on her back from a basketball team.
Ouch.
What?
Ouch. The visuals. Go for it. Keep going.
Dad, I pretty much if you are that complexion and you lay on your back and you got your titties in headlocks, yeah, you got a black boyfriend, and she got a. Okay, I'm done.
Okay,
forget you
okay,
guys.
man.
You guys gonna treat me like this? Fuck you.
Nah, man, get to it, man.
We here.
It just got dark. It got dark,
man. Finish
Literally.
Yeah.
She down for the cause. We understood that. The way she was just like, no, I'm not going nowhere. Give me my purse. She was comfortable. That's all.
That argument wasn't about the N-word.
No, it wasn't. That was her out.
That wasn't about saying coon. That wasn't about
any of
saying pickaninny,
any
porch
of that.
monkey, spirit
Any of
tucker. None of that shit had anything to do with that argument going the way that it went.
But she's like, I'm tired of your entitlement. So this ain't new. You married this clown. You knew what it was.
Right.
And he like, now you decide to act the fool now in front of the Lost Boys? Seriously? Really? Get my head kicked in? Okay.
The Lex the Beamers in the Benz.
Man,
all my ladies in my men's.
Hey,
my men. It's in the hood. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. And if you're on wood pumping on live. And if you with me, let me hear you say that.
That was real music. See, we came up on real music.
Right. Here's a story about the shorty named Renee that I met one day. Let me stop.
The video's still going.
Tank is like Don Cornelius will not approve of this.
Right.
Let's continue.
Right. It was all about Arsenio, partner. Arsenio.
Right. All right, man. Yeah. What's next?
Oh, let me find it.
Every time I'm on a podcast, I got bubble guts.
Wow.
I bet it's crank in that room.
You want to take an intermission? You want to take a shit?
So if you see me push mute.
Oh shit.
God damn it. Let me find this shit.
Motherfucker, first like an 8-0.
Hurry up. Please hurry up for the sake of Kiki. Please hurry up, man. She holding on. Man.
Turtle head out this motherfucker.
You better pinch it off.
Pinch it off.
Look like.
Pinch it off, Olo.
Oh shit.
You got to go back to our earlier last year's episodes. Whatever. We got one about this, and Tank he pushed through a whole episode where he was right there at the break, the whole show, and I was like, Tank,
sweating.
I called him. Like, what was wrong with you on the show, man? Why was your face like that? He was like,
thought the screen was froze
the whole time. I was like, Nick, go shit next time, man. We'll be all right.
Man,
this cat, man, we ain't gonna talk about Holiday Road. Go ahead.
That you trying to tell me?
Yes, please tell them about Holiday Road.
You want me to go snitch?
If you got to, Mama, go for it, man.
No, it's just little bubbles in there.
Go ahead.
What you trying to say? Some air got pushed up in there?
Wow.
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 That just took a turn for the worse. Now we see why your name is bend over.
Yeah. He understands the signs. He understands.
You ain't found the next topic yet.
Talk to me.
Hilarious.
Hey, like I said, man.
Stop mixing the topics in with your porn, brother.
Do you see that? Do you see what
Hey,
happened
look,
when you
I
don't have
picked
the
the wrong
clips ready?
goddamn week to stop smoking weed, okay? So,
you
just
where the apples
Stop
at,
smoking?
Yeah, I had to because I wasn't remembering, a whole bunch of shit. And now life ain't working out pretty good. It's not working out too good. So, just
take it a break.
Give it a couple of days to balance.
That weed, fuck it.
I need some Malcolm X tea. That's what I need. I need some of that nutmeg tea. Get the spiders off me.
I ain't like that.
All right.
Get
I
him.
ain't got the clip. All right.
I know how you feel about fast food workers. This is kind of why, like 80% why I wanted this clip up, man.
Well, for me?
Yeah, because I know how you feel about fast food workers and what you think they should get paid.
McDonald's manager says, McDonald's worker says manager gave employees a $50 an hour, gave them $50 an hour to get them to work during the staff shortage. So pay these motherfuckers $50 an hour.
Let me say this.
Flip burgers.
I'm on my way.
Let me say this.
Thank you, Kiki. Go ahead.
Let me say this. I actually don't have a problem with this because you had to make it up somehow. All right. And it's probably cheaper. Him paying this cat or whoever worked that day was probably cheaper than them being fully staffed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with that. What I do have a problem is when you got people on there like, oh, so now y'all can pay people a livable wage. Ain't no motherfucker need to be making $50 or $15 for flipping fucking burgers. And that's just what it is.
Wow.
Why are you like this?
Why am I like what?
Have you ever worked in a fast food restaurant?
I knew this topic was going to be a trigger for because I remember him saying about nobody should make that kind of money, motherfuckers. And I'm like, if they can pay it,
there shouldn't be a person in America working 40 hours a week being eligible for welfare. That in itself is corporate welfare. You know, when our tax dollars go to subsidize McDonald's employees' wages,
Walmart,
we're just paying. We as taxpayers are paying that difference from that $7.25 to whatever a livable wage is. So it's coming out of our pockets and not McDonald's. McDonald's can afford it. They should fucking do it, and that's the way it should be.
No. It sounds beautiful. It sounds very eloquent, but no,
go for it.
Because
but what if a felon can't get a job anywhere else, but McDonald's says, "Hey, come on in," and he a grown ass man, like pay him like he weigh. If he doing a good job, pay him like he weigh. Because the reason why I feel that way because the food industry is killing it. Right. Especially McDonald's. McDonald's got the money to pay their people what they need to be paid.
I agree. I agree, man. I agree with Bree because now, like, I can't even talk shit to them motherfuckers. Like, bitch, you working? Talk shit no more. Like, burger, bitch. Like, I can't even talk shit no more, dog. Like, I'm with you, dog. Fuck.
That
make me want to go put in.
Hey, so let me say this. I would say, first of all, it depends on, in my opinion, it depends on what your felony is for. Second of all, if you are a felon and you went to jail, you obviously made some bad decisions. And so therefore, you shouldn't have the same place in line as somebody who's stayed on the right path, okay? You flipping motherfucking burgers. It's not skilled labor. You got people that go through training, such as yourself, Miss Kiki, who get their CDLs and all of that shit and learn to do something that nobody else can fucking do. Hold on. You got people that go to school to get special training to do things that don't make fucking $15 an hour. Is it a problem with the system? Yeah. But the fact that we saying that a motherfucker who flip burgers should make more than everybody else? No, hell the fuck no.
I don't think they should make more than anybody else. But I think that they need to start paying people more.
I agree with that. I'm
talking about anywhere. Like even like, okay, like on the weekends, I work at a hotel. They pay shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, and it's I don't know if I should say this, but it's a high quality hotel.
Mm-hmm.
They got the money.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking audit. I see the money they make. And what they pay me and what they pay people that's even higher than me is bullshit.
And here's the other thing.
So I believe that they as companies, especially if you got it, if you're making it, if your company is a billionaire company, you need to pay your people what they weigh. And that's why people ain't working now. Especially since COVID, they made more money just sitting on their ass. People that don't even work. You know what I'm saying? The problem is not paying people for their time. Because people dedicate their lives to McDonald's, believe it or not.
Let me say this. Do you think that the motherfuckers who filled out the job application and took the interview, do you think that they knew that the pay was $15 an hour? I think they knew that the pay was $15 an hour. So how the fuck do you then take the job, go flip a few burgers, figure out, goddamn, this grease is popping me for these fries, and all of a sudden 15 ain't good enough? You knew what time it was when you took that job. Now, if you don't like the $15, then invest in your motherfucking self. get some skills, and go earn your money. I'm not with that. There are people who have tried to pay all this money. Yeah, it looks like that these companies can pay that. We don't know what the fuck the overhead is or what's going on with that. Also, they got to keep the businesses going.
But we do, if they could drop 50.
If you work, let's just
drop 50 on somebody. You think
maybe they could drop 50 because it's already a staff shortage, so the money is there?
The money's
no, I think they could drop 50 because they're saving a whole bunch of maintenance money on them goddamn ice cream machines. And number two is like when you have big organizations such as like the military, where military members are eligible for welfare. That doesn't happen.
Huh? There you go.
Military members being eligible for welfare.
That doesn't happen.
Listen. I agree with you with that.
I'm mad because hold on.
No, they signed the fucking. They signed their fucking contract. They know how much money they were going to make.
Hold on a second. But you know what though? Military motherfuckers ain't out there raising hell talking about we should get $15 an hour. They ain't these fucking motherfuckers that come from other countries saying we should get $30 an hour for fucking DoorDash. Military members know exactly what they're doing. And you can't compare a motherfucker that's flipping burgers to a motherfucker who at the drop of a dime, if they're told to, they got to go to another fucking country and risk their lives.
They have the same educational background.
No,
just make
there's no possible way you can compare somebody who carries a weapon, who gets shot at, who's getting limbs fucking blown off, to somebody who's working the fry fucking whatever the fuck that's called, or the shake machine. You can't compare it.
You can't because it's only 6 weeks of basic.
She get over $15 an hour.
You compare the corporation structure.
He's fucking with me. He's fucking with me.
I'm about to go put me in an application.
He bring that military shit in because he knows how to get me started. And I had to realize,
like, man, fuck you. You knew what you signed up for when you put on that mean green. You knew what you signed up for.
And I hear the shit all the time in Iraq, like you motherfucking contractors making all that goddamn money.
That part.
Well, listen. Well, hold on, because I worked for McDonald's when I was in just out of high school.
Yeah.
And it is some work to it, and you got to deal with some people, you know what I mean? So
but you just out of high school, Miss Kiki. And
I understand.
You was probably working with other high schoolers.
You know, just like the military.
But listen, in life, let me just in life, no matter what, some people fall down. You don't. Some people don't. When you fall down, you're looking for it to come up, and sometimes it's hard not to come up, especially if you can't find a good job. In the meantime, you could flip a burger for $15 and save your money up to go to school to better yourself, then that's a good thing to me. I don't see nothing wrong with that because it is hard work at the end of the day. It really is, because you get these lines, especially I worked on the one on 5th Avenue, and when the games let out, we was in that motherfucker sweating. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot say that they don't work hard, and $15 an hour.
They don't work hard. I ain't say they don't work
I know, but I get
it.
You're comparing it to other, but that's not Walmart. I mean, that's not their fault.
Especially after on a Sunday, when skating let
Shout
out.
out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos. I forgot.
I just think that it's work is work, and it's unfortunate that somebody at McDonald's is making more than somebody who went to school or paid for a higher education, but that has nothing to do with McDonald's. That has to do with that corporation, and it's kind of fucked up that they're paying people that went and spent money for an education. You know.
Yeah, it's got something to do with society, but if you flip burgers, motherfucker, you should deal with that good $9 an hour, $10, whatever they pay you.
It's this dude out here who worked at, I think it was Burger King for like 20 or some 30 something years, and after his 25 or 30 years of service, they gave him like a care package. Mind you, this whole time he never missed a day. His daughter or somebody put up a GoFundMe. Dude raised over $400,000. Black dude or whatever. But the reason why he worked at that Burger King or McDonald's fast food joint is because they were in a union. It was in the airport, and the benefits were up there. So it depends on where you at.
Was he able to retire?
He's still working. He's probably going to retire now that he got that GoFundMe.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
for the company to give him that shitty ass after 20 or 25 some years, never called off, never missed a day. And they gave him a care package, like a t-shirt, a mug, and some fucking snacks.
Bro, it's fucking Burger King, bro. What the fuck you supposed to get? I mean, come on.
No.
Nah, wait. Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. On my dead mama. Listen, ain't no grown ass man supposed to be working at no motherfucking McDonald's. I don't give a fuck. Get mad at me. I don't give a fuck. Nigga, you a grown ass nigga. You 45 years old. Talking about you at the Burger King.
My guy, a man after my own heart.
They had a union. What Burger King, got a union at the airport?
Man, fuck that.
You got benefits. You got kids. You need those benefits.
This is my cousin. Let my cousin talk.
Bro, you got these old ass niggas holding up jobs for kids in college and high schoolers and shit to be having fucking jobs and shit because these niggas don't want to further their education and shit. They holding up jobs for other motherfuckers who need it to support their college and shit, all that goofy ass shit. Man, get your punk ass up and go to school. Talk about some motherfucking burgers. What the fuck? Fuck type that is.
Hey, man.
That shit got me mad, motherfucker.
He might have maxed out, Pastor. He might have maxed out, man. I'm sorry, man. Once he graduated high school or whatever, he started at Burger King or whatever. He might have started having kids, and college was out there. It was out of the equation at that time, man. He just had to keep pushing.
Hey, bro, you got women that got 2 and 3 kids that work and go to college, become nurses, and every other motherfucking thing. I don't feel sorry for no motherfucker that worked at Mickey D's for 20 fucking years getting hit with the grease. No.
Drews, your mic is mute, bro.
You're on mute.
Drews, your mic is on mute.
Your mic is muted.
You're on mute. He had a whole conversation. He was over there like,
I'm trying to say, I was like, damn, I can't even hear myself. Okay. So I'm saying I'm not even defending the dudes. What you describing, really, that's what's wrong with America. And
shout out to Mercedes.
But the problem is we're not talking about mom and pop businesses. We're not talking about family businesses. We're talking about huge dead ass corporations that basically feeding us human meat. They doing all kind of other shit to cut corners to make the shit cheaper. And then they don't want to pay the workers who are slaving, regardless of their age, race, ethnicity, neighborhood, educational background, or aspirations. I don't give a shit about none of that anyway. If you study Rockefeller and the compulsory education system of America, it was founded on a slave mentality. He said, we do not need to raise philosophers and thinkers. We only need people who can press buttons and follow orders in a factory. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I mean,
I just sent y'all. We do not get it.
Like
it was 150.
People should be paid more for their time, like Kiki was saying. It's not what I'm doing; it's my time. And you telling me what my time is worth. And you're right about one thing. You signed it when you filled out the application, because we're not taught what an application is. An application makes you a government agent, and you're agreeing to be paying into a tax system that gives you a job. So because of the way that they're taxed, they should be paid higher, because then they can pay more taxes. And then we really probably wouldn't be complaining, right? But we're taught that the more taxation, that's the bad thing. But all the corporations are the ones getting the tax break. You know, I worked a state job. With those same inmates you feel like don't deserve a place in line because they fell down once or twice or whatever the case is. So what's going to happen when they get out is they're going to fall right back down again, unless they figure out how to start their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this.
I'm just mad. Can I say this? Because I put in the application for Burger King and they told me that I was overqualified and didn't hire me. And that's some bullshit.
Damn right, because the kid's supposed to have that shit. That's why you overqualified.
There you go. Exactly. And this is my thing.
Let me tell you something. This is where I know you gotta know how business works, right? My family got tons of businesses, right? People don't go into business to live check to check. So you gotta understand how business works. So Kiki, you got a business, right? You trying to pay your driver so good so where you just living check to check, or you trying to live out for months and years? Okay, so somebody's gonna get paid, it's not gonna get paid good. because it's a fucking job.
There you go.
You're in it to make money, not to get motherfuckers rich.
There you go.
That's why we get stuck on these fucking jobs, because they're not in to get you rich. I'm gonna tell you what a white guy told me, and I'm gonna be done. I was working at Pepsi right back in 06 before I got my license. I was like, damn, boss. He came in with
shit.
He came in with a yellow Corvette, right? I said, damn, well, that's a nice ass Corvette. He said, hey, if you keep on being a good worker, I'm gonna have another one next year. And that just changed my motherfucking mind.
There you go. Listen, let me say this.
Damn, he didn't even say, hey, if you get on my level, you can have one.
He said, I might have a new one. You keep doing what you're doing.
Did he ever offer you a ride home?
I hear what you guys are saying.
I'll let you ride in it if you come to work every day.
I hear what you guys are saying. Okay, you keep saying people need to be paid more for their time, but if you need a job and you're coming to me, I'm telling you what the fuck your time is worth. And you have the option to work for me or not. Okay? I'm a security officer. All right? I had to take a huge pay cut because I had it. I had it. Wow. I had a fucking heart attack. And so I needed something with less stimulation. So I took a pay cut. While I was looking, I saw jobs that didn't pay a motherfucking thing.
What type of stimulation?
But it was on, huh?
What type of stimulation?
All right, so
you know what he was doing on the job.
So let me put it like this. I was wrestling with motherfucking irate patients, family members, homeless motherfuckers, kicking people up out, right? That's what I was doing.
So you got to the porn site.
See?
So
Here we go.
So I had a heart attack, and so now I work at a retirement area. So it's just two of us.
Hey, them old niggas
too.
Them old niggas
Man, I work there on the graves. The motherfuckers asleep while I'm there. Nice. So my point is, again, my point is he hit the point that I've always made. Those jobs are for fucking children. Those are pit stops. Those aren't meant for motherfuckers to stay 20 years and then get mad because somebody gave them a Mr. Misty and a T-shirt and a McDonald's.
27 years of service. That's it.
Right.
It's a great Mr.
The 27 years of service, a motherfucker go across the street to Dairy Queen and bring you a Mr. Misty and a Fudge Brownie Delight. That's what you work for. You knew what it was. All right. Again, like I said, there are women with 2 and 3 kids who work and go to school to better themselves, and they get it. All right. If you ain't got the special skills, don't sit up there and fucking. You got motherfuckers in New York talking about we want $30 an hour for delivering fucking DoorDash. Like, motherfucker, we don't need you to get it. I go and get the shit myself. You're just a convenience. I'm not paying you fucking $30 for that.
It's $22.
That's the side hustle. That's what it was going for.
It's $22 an hour.
Yeah, that's what it's going for, man.
It's $22 an hour
for
in
DoorDash.
Ohio. Yeah.
Oh man, my car on the way, baby.
It's still not profitable.
It's still not the cost of inflation. It's still not the cost of inflation.
Fuel,
it's what, 0.7? It's still not. It still don't equate.
And I got a gas hog.
Hey, down here, DoorDash, you make about $700 in 2 days down here. This is a little side hustle down here. What city? Yeah, what city you in? Like Atlanta?
Yeah, depending on what city. Yeah.
Ohio, nigga. By the time you go down Midlothian, you been like got a flat tire. The food don't make it no motherfucker.
You got to replace your struts because you didn't hit them potholes. Yeah, like you said, you done went down Midlothian.
Hey, and you got to know how to manipulate the pickups too. You cannot follow their suggested routes.
Right.
I know because I know 2 people doing very well with it in Michigan and in another state. So, but yeah, it's all in how you do it.
All what these folks are asking for isn't too far fetched. Just like what's going on in New York with the nurses, it's not far fetched. Just pay these motherfuckers what they need to be paid.
A nurse versus a DoorDash motherfucker.
I understand. I'm just saying, as far as corporations aren't paying what they need to be paying.
But this is the way competitive wages.
No, I agree with that.
So when a corporation like McDonald's starts offering motherfuckers $50 an hour, nurses stop working at hospitals and go and work at McDonald's until the hospitals start paying nurses $50.
They not offering motherfuckers $50.
The point is that there needs to be competition in payroll.
They did it because they were short-staffed. Have you ever worked?
No, Ali, right? Hey,
and that's Ali, where the competition comes in.
That part.
Yeah, but they were short-staffed. Like, and for him, whoever stayed, Like if you gonna stay instead of them shutting down, you did a good ass job.
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
He said I'm gonna work 24 hours. He's like, I'm gonna work this. You paying me $50 an hour? I'm working 24 hours.
I'm gonna stay there 2 days in a row. Shit.
That's what dude said in the article. He was like, I will work this. I will work a 24-hour shift if you pay me fucking $50 an hour.
Until somebody calls OSHA.
Yeah, that part. How long you been on the job?
And you know what? That would be this guy right here. He would have called OSHA.
He did Carlton White at PMD. No, I'm playing.
Been there about 17 hours now. He
He would have been down there with a picket sign.
Me and the pastor be down that motherfucker.
Hey,
like,
what your boy say? Y'all, what he say? Y'all belly? I'm gonna drop a dime on them niggas.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Show.
Not at all.
Show.
You know how they got the motherfuckers picketing and it'd be the assholes right across from them and shit? That'd be me with the reverse picket sign pointing at them. Shut the fuck up.
All right, man. We beat this issue, man. We beat it up.
Yeah. No.
Nobody can ever agree on this shit though. Like you drop pay rates. Oh, motherfuckers get belligerent.
Yes.
Me and this cat been arguing this shit for years.
Yeah, that's why when I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is a trigger for us.
Right.
I wonder how we gonna go with this.
Me and the Cuddy been arguing for over a decade about this shit.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, though. That's what it is,
Fuck
man.
That. And they don't need no tips.
Thank you, Miss Kiki, for letting them know. Like, look, you just can't say that. They just flipping a burger.
And they don't need no tips.
There's some work involved.
Oh, nope. Nobody need tips. I tip because now I'm old. You know, I don't believe in that.
Hey, I had to tip this dude at Subway because he made my sandwich so fast. I said, damn, you put the lettuce and tomatoes on. It was perfect. And he did it so fast, I ain't had to wait in line. I said, here go your $1. Had a little tip jar.
Right, scratch his balls before he made it, though.
Said I got 50 at one.
Okay, he had gloves on. Don't do that because
nice.
Because he was not my type. I do not want his balls in my mouth. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
That's your time.
What we got next, man?
Next. Let's close it.
She's so used to them brown cotton balls.
That is not chin nuts. That's a deek in your mouth.
Hey, Teddy Rushby had some little hair up there.
Okay, we back to Teddy. We back to fucking Teddy. Here we go. Okay. All right, man.
All right, bro.
Gentlemen and lady. How many of us have been in this situation where our friends who think they, top tier, and they just basic, as the kids say, and you gotta let them know, like softly, let them down a little gently, like saying, look, man, just lower your standards. You may be able to attract what you're looking for. But you got folks who got their ego gassed up by their parents,
their friends,
media, their friends telling them, because you got guys and girls, you got the females like, yeah, girl, you look good in that, setting their asses up.
See, I ain't that friend. I'm not
that built like a damn linebacker.
That's not a friend.
Yeah, it's not a friend at all. Because if you coming out and I can see you got a tight dress on and your belly is bigger than the dress, hell no, you ain't wearing that.
Yeah, that part.
You're going out with me.
Yeah,
I've never had to do this,
and not you to be.
Never had to tell your homeboy that shit. Like, dude, that's not you. That's not you. You don't have muscles. Take off that muscle shirt. What you doing with that on, man? Take that off, man. You ain't never had to tell your partner, like, look, man, you can't get in my ride looking like that.
Yeah, and I
put
tell
a couple of marshmallows in.
I did. I heard a cat feelings bad one day.
But that's not hurting feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like
that's your partner. You trying to get him right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
We made a cat go change.
I cannot stand a person that let their friends go out that breath be stinking. I know y'all smelled that on the way in here in the car. You should have gave her a mint or told her stay her ass home until she figure it out.
Dick stink.
I ain't smelling no dude's dick, man. I don't know. I don't let him. Hey, man, you fucking up the squad now. You talking that shit, man. You got cats thinking we smelling our dicks when we go out, man. What part of the game is that?
Buddy said it because she said her friend's breath stink, bro.
Come on,
His
man.
dick was in her mouth.
Like, how'd you miss that?
Allegedly.
Got you. I'm sorry. Went all over the partner's head. Got you. I missed that. What's up, fam?
Boy. What's that?
Yeah, dick broth. That's called dick broth. Hey, but listen, I'm gonna say this though. Hey, I'm a terrible friend, dog, because my thing is this. I feel like the more niggas who are around me who look fucked up, that just give me a better chance to the bitches I want to get to. So shit.
Come on, Pastor. You can't do that, man. That's bad karma.
Hey, I respect your honesty, my brother.
I was about to bring that up because
that's bad karma.
People like
real
that
shit,
will not admit to it, but I have met.
Real shit.
No, that is
Every
ridiculous.
dude know. Every dude know which friend not to bring if y'all hooking up with a couple chicks. If a girl be like, yeah, I'm about to bring my girl, you already know. I can't
because you gotta select. You gotta select few friends to call.
Tony,
we can't bring few friends to call for the hookup.
You don't want to bring the homeboy that's in the fucking anime. You know, sitting there talking to the girls, and you know, like, what the fuck is he on? Can't have that. Yeah, I get it.
Like, why ain't you call me?
So you was the one at school with all the ugly niggas hanging around you, so all the girls can be like, "Damn, you fine."
Was that you, Pastor? Did you do that?
That's me. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna type of nigga do shit like this. I fuck the ugly hoe out the crew because now they be like, well, damn, why he fuck that ugly ass bitch? I know I can get some dick from that nigga, then the rest of them don't want to fuck. That's just how that shit goes.
That part. I know how that goes.
Yeah, I done had to take one for the team. Jesus Christ. Oh.
What's that face for, man?
I
How
just
bad
had
was
memories, man. Oh,
I was
no,
like,
man.
I'm tired of taking one for the team, man. I know I'm the youngest, but why I gotta take it?
Why y'all gotta run through the crew though? Like,
what's that?
Because we can. I mean, it really ain't.
Men should not run through the crew, like for real.
It just happens.
Women shouldn't let us run through the crew.
That's why I don't hang with bitches, because ain't no way they're gonna be like, yeah, I fucked her and we all smiling and shit, kicking. And no, hell no. You ain't about to compare my
I did. You know I did it. Yep.
Well, I mean, what's
like
wrong with comparing?
Like you ain't competitive.
It ain't about comparing. It's just like, damn, like, okay, if this me and my girls, and you done fucked all three of us,
right?
Like, ew, you giving him the power, like he can just sit back and be like, yeah, look at all that pussy.
Okay, and it all Here go one quick question: is it worse to be hitting the whole crew, or is it to be the whole crew? Like, it's three of y'all, and two of y'all don't let him hit, but it'd be the one that let him hit, which was worst.
What you mean? Like, so it's just one of us that fucked him?
Yeah,
that's okay. Because he's off limits to us anyway in my crew. You know what I mean? Like, we don't fuck after each other. Like, that's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
Bitches are too jealous for one.
You ain't met the right nigga.
And if you're fucking behind, yes, I have. I've met the right one like that, but he's not the right one if he gonna do that. You know what I mean?
I know some niggas that some Shaolin monk motherfuckers they gonna fuck the crew. You just don't know.
So like Pastor said, man, that was his opening by smashing the ugly chick. That was his call.
My dad
because now she gonna go tell like, ooh, Pastor, he didn't knock my lining out.
Yeah.
And now your girls are curious.
And that lets you know that as females, you're in the wrong company, because even if they feel like you ugly and gonna go after him because they feel like they better than you at that point, so why even have them in your crew? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I got you.
Women, y'all gotta do better, because that shit bullshit. It's so much dick in this world, so much willing dick. Okay, go ahead.
Sharing this
much women dick.
What? No.
Willing dick. There is. I see some females with some dicks. You know, it's their little plastic dicks on. They walking around with them on now.
You got Tank's antennas up. You know,
Brittany Brown shit.
I done heard something.
Willing and able.
I'm gonna go get me some stud pussy.
That Atlanta stud beard.
Yeah, man. But go back to the original story about a dude who has his pretty much everything. He looks good on paper, but in real life, he's fugly. And the only people that give him his props is like his parents. Like, baby, you
Fucked
know.
up and ugly.
Can I say this?
Yeah,
Can I say this? And I hate to interrupt you, but ladies, ugly men is where the big dick, freaky dudes. Like you can get an ugly dude that's gonna eat you from the rooter to the tutor and beat it up. That's what ugly loving is about. So stop sleeping.
You fucking ugly dick. You fucking ugly people, ugly dick.
No, but I'm trying to speak. I'm trying to talk myself into it because I think that's where the big dicks is hiding.
You said Teddy Ruxpin ugly?
Nah, he was so cute.
She's trying to find Loch Ness, man. She's trying to find Loch Ness. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Hey, are there male lot lizards?
Yeah, I seen them.
Man, what the why wouldn't they be, man? Why wouldn't they be?
And they are dressed. They are dressed up as women.
I'm about to say there's gay truck stops too. Like,
yeah, that's what we're talking about.
What? There ain't no gay truck.
Gay truck stop. Hold on. What?
Okay. Yeah,
everybody got a back end, huh? All truckers got a back end.
Well, you know what? I don't know.
That's hilarious.
I don't know about the secret. The secret
all
organization.
All truckers must back in at this stop.
Oh man, it's in P Valley. It's in P Valley. It's in P Valley.
It's some in Mahoney Valley.
It's in P Valley.
It's some gay trucks. I guess it's some gay everything, gay banks, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like a whole bunch of secret society that be going on. So I want.
You said secrets.
They don't give out nothing but pink debit cards.
Stop, man. Stop. He said you got a back end. That shit is hilarious.
Boy.
All the checkbooks is brown.
Hey man, do you have the story up, man? Do you have the story so we can read why dude was in his man?
Yeah, man.
Let me go grab it.
I'm getting sleepy. If I got beer working out, let me get this.
I ain't got shit to do but fucking wrestle old people.
They be sleep, bro.
All
you ain't got nothing to do but molest sleep people.
Call of Duty Mobile online work.
Walk around and make sure they still breathing. That's
Top flight, Craig.
That's it.
Area agency on agent. Tank.
Yeah, man, but you got folks who got
don't get it caught up, Tank.
You got cats who got high expectations. You know, I think it's on both sides, men and women. You know, you got the big girls like, well, I got, I'm college educated. You know, I got my own house, got my own car, pay my own bills. But she built like a linebacker. Damn. And she feel entitled to a top tier dude. You know what I mean? But we had that one story where my man was like, I don't want to date my homegirl, whatever, because I like to do outside activities and she's obese.
Well, take her big ass on the trail. I'll go out and walk.
He challenged her. He said, run from the curb to the car. And she ran out of breath and was like, this is why I can't date you.
And she did it with her dumb ass?
Yeah, she did.
I mean,
man, I'd have been a piece of shit. Like, I guess we ain't dating then. Shit. The fuck?
He was just proving the point. Was like, shit, I like to rock climb and hike and do all the things, but your ass, you can't even run from the curb to the car.
And that big bitch is doing for Klondike. How come she couldn't do it for some dick?
And she
Wow. That's funny.
What would you do for Klondike bar?
Go ahead, man. I can't read this text, man. I don't have my logs, man. Can you read this text, man?
Shit. Okay. I'm 22 male. I have a friend, 22 male, who has never had a girlfriend or a romantic experience. Now, let me say that I actually really like him as a person, and I think he has positive qualities. He has a solid job making about $180,000 with the company car and a surgical device. The company car is a surgical device sales rep at 22. After graduating magna cum laude, he is generally
you need a magnum to come loud.
Wow, top of his class for the non-college graduates. No, shit, I'm completely fucked up now. God damn it. My uncollege graduated ass. No, it's generally affable and easy to talk to. Stands are just educated and good person. I would totally support it, as I think that's reasonable. However, physically, and I know I'm being brutal here, he is not a catch. He already has significantly reduced hairline. His face is quite frankly below average. He's of below average height, and he's not in amazing shape. I believe he has a distorted view because his parents constantly told him he was very handsome and could get any girl. As a result, he is exclusively interested in women who are just not successful, but are also exceptionally gorgeous.
Hey, say man, let me say this.
That's enough, Tank. That was
Yeah. Let me jump on this real quick, man. So I
go ahead. So you can
get ready to get some rest. Let me say this. I don't think he's an asshole, but I mean, who the fuck is he to say that? First of all, I don't know if anybody knows who a cat by the name of Nick Vujicic is, but he's kind of like a motivational speaker, but he doesn't have any arms or legs. And he has got to have one of the most beautiful fucking wives, and he's got kids. I mean, he was born without arms and legs. I say that to say this, man. It's kind of different for a dude than it is a woman. I've seen motherfuckers when I was living in Texas, and I used to be like, until I figured out it's actually an insulting thing to think. How this motherfucker get with her? You never know. Some cat's got a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He make 180K. He obviously can support a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's women are different. Women aren't they like looks, but they aren't driven by looks as much as men are. You know what I mean? So who in the fuck knows what can float these women's boat? He might be the cat. But just because he's funny looking don't mean he should not be interested in the bad bitch.
Hey, wait. I'm gonna cut y'all off. Back to the nigga with the four limbs.
Okay.
Arms and legs.
Huh?
He missing arms and legs.
His name is
He's
Nick
a nugget.
Vujicic.
Okay, his disability check gotta be crazy. Hey, dog. Listen.
Who said he's a nugget?
Hey.
I already know this. You're not telling me anything that I don't already know.
Tank has reservations. Stop playing.
Listen, man. You fucked up, motherfucker.
Why am I fucked up? I'm fucked up. This bitch went out and picked a motherfucker that only eats pussy. And I'm fucked up. Yeah, she can hold this nigga hostage in a bed, making him eat pussy and asshole all day, all night long, and he can't do nothing. He can't call nobody. He can't pick up a phone. Nothing. He is fucked up.
Listen.
That nigga like a
he can't even wipe the hairs off his lips.
I was about to laugh until I thought about what Tank just said and was like, everything he's saying is facts.
It's true. It's fucking true.
He can't call nobody. Where he gonna run? He can't even roll over. Everything he said was on point. I was like,
oh, no, it's real shit. Can you put me on my side so I can spit some of this shit out? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, and you know there's women out there that'll be like, oh, I just want a motherfucker that eats pussy. I'll take a nugget, and they'll do that shit. You know what I mean? So
this is my point. This speaks to my point. What I'm saying is, like, what in the fuck? Like, hey man, she, you know, it's different, man. That cat, no, that motherfucker could, you know, he could pull something.
Y'all is wrong.
I shouldn't even have brought that little fucker up. Oh, look what I started. I shouldn't even brought him up. I didn't mean for this to happen, Nick Vujicic.
You want to see this?
Nick, you might be one of our 407 viewers. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Tank got you on that one.
Hey, we're about to lose another motherfucking viewer because I just offended somebody. I guarantee you that.
Probably. Well, I'm sure I offended some people.
Oh my god.
You know, but
man.
And you probably gained about 50 more.
So pretty much what you're saying is nobody has the right to say.
That ain't about,
you should lower your standards.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say the right, but I just think it's different for a man. Like, man, I've seen some werewolves with some bad bitches. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's different for women. Looks don't necessarily, they like looks, but they driven by something different, man. Look at them. You ever see them big ass, fat ass Sikhs and shit from other countries that have like 10, 20 goddamn women on their arm? Or them
but you ever been around them women? None of them wear deodorant.
Listen,
that ain't no fucking catch.
Listen. It's easier to put deodorant on than to fix an ugly face.
I want to agree.
You seen them women?
I
Ain't
wanna
no
agree
muscle
with
tone or nothing. That stink goes through that skin to the bone.
Let me say something, man.
Ain't nothing but fucking curry and onion smell. No, man.
I'm about to
ain't
kick
no
my
catch.
bird ass.
I can't even watch Indian porn because it's fucking disgusting.
Listen.
Allegedly.
Right now, everybody
Allegedly.
type in Punjabi porn.
Let me tell you something.
You can watch the whole thing.
I ain't talking
or
about.
get a nut off.
I ain't talking about the average. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about good-looking women, funny-looking dudes. It happens, man.
True.
As long as you ain't got. Hey, just because you look in the mirror and be like, damn, I'm homely. I need a homely motherfucking woman. Women don't do that. Look at Lizzo. Need to go no further. She can't get nobody.
That part you're saying there is facts. But just ask yourself, all right,
man, all the women y'all talking about, them bitches.
How many men are circumcised? And then ask yourself why. It's not their fathers.
What you talking about, man?
Never
You
mind.
saying that women cut
If it wasn't about appearance, that's the only reason they do it. It's called aesthetically pleasing. So I get what you're saying on one level, but it's not true overall about women not really caring about appearance.
Looks, appearances. I got you.
That men have been doing because their mothers, their aunts, their sisters, the women they eventually marry or date, because that's what they're attracted to. They already know ahead of time. This is how, you know what I'm saying?
I thought I cut all the meat off my dick because God would recognize me as one of his people.
I said
people. Get it right, Tank.
I said I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that looks don't matter. They're just not as driven by looks as we are.
No, I got what you were saying.
We see a fine motherfucker
on
and
one
start
level.
tripping.
You are. I agree with you. I agree with you on that one level.
Yeah.
But overall, there's some unsaid, some unspoken that only a woman would know, or a woman can share.
Women will date up. We will date down before a woman date down.
Kiki,
you see what I'm saying? As far as,
but again, this goes to what
here's the thing.
Their definition of down is.
Here's the thing. When we do date down, nobody knows about it. It's a secret.
Right.
That's not necessarily even dating then. That's not even dating.
Okay, yeah, well, that's.
You see what I'm saying? That's not even dating. That's
sneaky secrets. No.
Exactly.
Sneaky link.
Sneaky link. There you go. Sneaky link.
That's not even dating. If you like, I can't go to the mall with him. No.
Right.
I can't be seen with him. We do takeout. We can't sit down with this ugly mom. No.
I think that I think that it's on both ends, but men are more visible, visual creatures.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if a girl walk by and all the dudes say, damn, a dude is gonna try to get at her before somebody like mediocre walk past and the dudes don't even look at her. You know what I mean?
That part.
It's I think after a certain age, especially for women, we start looking for somebody we'll take a less attractive guy to get what we want in a man. You know what I'm saying? Because and I hate to say this because there is some good men that are out there that are attractive, but most of them have big heads and their egos are to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'd rather have this mediocre looking dude. At least I can look at him. You know, he has personality.
A nigga who you can control.
Huh?
A nigga who you can control, huh?
No, I'm gonna tell you, like anybody who knows me know I would never go for a dude that's like pussy. You know what I mean? Like I just wouldn't. And I said I like men who can actually make me shut up when I'm talking or say, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's not even it. And then that's a turn on.
Hey, it worked. It works.
Oh,
look at his face. That's good, man. Look at his face.
Oh, fuck, no, shoot.
Gregory Hines, face ass motherfucker.
You know what?
Thank you,
I'm done.
Look at his face. Dead ass. And then rocked one time.
Yeah.
What you got there? What you got, Edmond?
I got the witching hour, man. Spicy red blend, got a little jalapeno in it, man.
How you go, Edmond?
Yeah, man.
So what you do? You just go to different places and grab just different things just for the hell of it?
Why not?
Okay, you're
Why
weak.
not?
So you're a wine connoisseur.
Yeah, man. I check out the labels. I do a little research, and if it it hits me the right way, I scoop it. So
what's a wine that you would suggest for me? As if I like to feel something, because like these wines, they be like, I don't like dry. I like sweet, and I like to feel something, but I don't like to be all drunk and stuff.
Sound like sex.
Something you would pair with fried pork chops and maybe some fried potatoes.
And I don't want no Taylor pork.
A sweet red. Since you said you like them sweet, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and do it a sweet red. I'm trying to go through my shit right now and try to find one.
Man,
I don't like the sweet too much.
I'm gonna get you some Ria Needy, girl.
Take some communion wine and be done with that shit first Sunday.
Hey, you find you a nugget and he can't, argue about how bad the wine is. You just give him what's there.
He just fucked my whole shit up, man. You quit bringing up the nugget, man. Damn.
Where the fuck do you meet a nugget though? Like, where do you meet a nugget where a nugget can roll over and holler at a bitch? Just.
I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I'll hook you up, Miss Kiki. I got you. I got you.
Oh shit. Awful.
Wait, but I got a question real quick about the. I'm about to say the nugget. Excuse me. I got a question. Like, did they meet before he became like that, or?
Yeah, he was born like that
way. Oh.
Yeah, well, that nigga slid right out the pussy.
Man, look, the cat is inspirational, cat.
That motherfucker came out like a hot potato out that pussy.
Did nobody catch that shit when he said it the first time?
What'd he say? What'd he say?
That motherfucker just slid out the
Hey, man.
I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm done, man.
I'm out. Y'all have a good
one.
Come on, man.
Oh my God, Tank.
I'm not laughing at that shit, man.
I'm not asking you to laugh
This
at
is your
it. I'm
people.
asking you to analyze.
Much love and respect to this brother.
Where the fuck is he jumping from? Who threw him?
He was on the nubs, man.
Y'all niggas stupid, bro.
He was on the nubs.
Oh, that motherfucker feels like Prickle Rick.
Awful.
All right.
He's
All right,
handsome.
dog.
He is handsome.
Eat pussy all night.
Oh, you lying.
You said he had kids too.
Yeah, man. He's shooting up the club, man.
Oh my God.
He can't even. He moving the pussy like he can't even. That's crazy.
This motherfucker gotta walk on his nuts. Think about that. Like a snail. This motherfucker snails on his nuts.
Tank, I'm about done with your ass for this evening, man.
You right. So, Kiki,
allegedly,
Kiki is sweet red. Try that Earl Stevens.
Earl Stevens. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that E40. That's that E40 brand.
What I was just drinking, the Witching Hour, the spicy red. They have a sweet red blend California for like 10.
Okay.
You can see that.
All right.
But yeah,
Earl Stevens.
Just try a sweet red blend. Should get you right.
Get me right.
Right. It bet
Put that motherfucker in a backpack and take him anywhere.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Come on.
Oh my goodness.
I'm done with this dude, man.
For sure.
Hey man, let's do
This
the
dude
upload.
crazy.
I'm done.
For
Pastor,
sure.
Miss Kiki,
Peace.
hey Drizzy, old man, go to hell.
Oh my God.
We gotta let this upload, man. You did too much tonight, man.
Please do.
All right, y'all.
Hey, and if you're still watching, please like, share, and subscribe.
Please, thank you. New
Please,
sub. Like, share, subscribe, man.
Woo.
We here all week.
And stop in tomorrow for our sports talk.
Yeah, how about that? we good, man.
I don't know.
Man, oh man, you was busting this. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry, but I knew I was gonna hit a trigger, man. I knew I was gonna trigger old boy with the goddamn fast food, and I knew your ass jumped in. I was like, so nigga, what about the military, huh? Military allowed to, get food stamps and da-da-da. I was like, oh shit, I ain't think about that part, but that's what it was, man.
Crazy.
What?
It's just this whole fucking system's fucked up,
Right.
and there's no you can't get everybody to agree that, everybody's pay needs to come up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Because everything, shit, I sent you that thing about eggs. You see how much fucking eggs cost?
man.
Shit, what you told me what charcoal costs.
Yeah,
Charcoal,
but
shit, we gonna set on fire.
that's here in Mexico. Like I can
Okay.
see Mexicans being like, "Hey, man, there's trees right there.
Right.
If you want to buy charcoal like a dumb motherfucker, please do."
Right. Right.
Fuck it. Like, why? Why are eggs so expensive?
I don't know, but a dozen eggs were like $7, but I go to Sam's Club, get a whole cooked chicken for $5.
Makes no sense.
No. Okay. Yeah, but I love my brother. I'm glad he had his rebuttal. Like I said, I just wanted his take on that because I remember we were talking about that, and he kept saying like how he didn't like fast food workers making, I forget how much money or whatever. And I was like, okay, let me see what do you feel about, this dude or whatever, this McDonald's paying folks $50 an hour. I was like, God damn, where are you gonna get 50 anywhere?
Yeah.
I just thought it was kind of messed up. And like I said, I read the whole thing, and my man was like, shit, I'm gonna work 24 hours. He's like, you know how much money I'm gonna make, off this one lick?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But that's what it is, man. Everything costs fucking money. I mean, like through the roof now, like to the point where everybody's paying attention to what's coming out of pocket. It was like, dude, I'm not I'm not making nothing. People are breaking, if they're lucky, they could break even. But nobody's stacking shit.
Yeah. It's and they're saying that the worst is yet to come.
That part. We in January, man.
Yeah.
We're in January. So
yeah, we haven't had another pandemic. We haven't had, just imagine if you throw in the troubles that we had with the last pandemic and everything just kind of stopped.
Dude,
we have eggs at $8 right now.
Yeah. You talk about the last pandemic. You don't really be paying attention to our news these days, but China, I saw something today talking about they're losing 5,000 a day. That
really
their crematoriums are running 24 hours a day. They can't keep up. They're giving their their family members 2 to 4 minutes to say their goodbyes. They cannot keep up with the cremation.
What's going on over there?
Outbreak.
Like another COVID outbreak?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it, we don't get the full number, but they rounded up to 5,000. So you go ahead and like I said, you talk about we haven't hit another pandemic yet. It's coming. It started over there.
It's here. Yeah, it's here.
And now they're saying if you didn't get COVID before, this new sub variant is going to fuck you up even worse. It's like, so you should have got it in the first wave. If you didn't get it, it's going to be that much worse with this one. It's kind of like, dude, you should have caught that wave.
Now, are they talking about more vaccinations and everything too?
No, they're just saying because of how fucked up and how mutated this new one is. Jesus. It's only going to, subside if you had previous COVID. This new one, like if you never had it and you catch this one, yeah, it's going to be pretty bad for you. Is what they're saying. See, they're not talking about the extra, shots and all that shit. They're saying you should have caught it the first time, built up those antibodies, because this one is going to take you for a nice little ride. So,
God damn.
Yeah, man, you get a chance, check out what's going on over in China and Holland, man. No. Like I said, you haven't been following, and I saw that when they said that they can't even keep up with cremation.
I'm not turning the fucking. No, I'm not watching this shit.
Okay.
Man, the last time this shit went down, I watched so much fucking news, I lost my mind.
Got you. I got
Literally.
you.
You know what I mean?
You had no choice because what else are you going to do? The world stopped.
Yeah.
The world stopped. This is how this started. You know, we got to do something. We got to get an outlet. You know, we can't fly. We can't kick it. We can't do shit. So this is the next best thing until, you know, lockdown is over. But it's going to come again, and people are acting like we never been through this before, and they're not taking heed. Like certain, forgetting Philly, over on the East Coast, schools are telling them, you know, mandating kids wear masks indoors. You know, it's still flu season, but you know, it is what it is for now, man.
That's insane, man. And yeah, you know, and like after the last, you know, go with COVID, this point, I would rather be uninformed than misinformed.
It kind of makes sense. Knowing what we know now, it's kind of best that you don't. You kind of somewhat be ignorant to it, especially if you already had it. Now at this point, but we know now it's coming back. This is going to be the new normal where shit's going to get shut down. Either you're going to have to do it all, or you have to do it in small doses and in patches, because what they did in China, that zero COVID, like they shut down everything if one case pop up, and then they started slowly opening back up, and now the shit is out of control. And it's like, well, shit, if that didn't work, what the fuck we gonna do? And they don't want to say that. You know, we tried that zero COVID and it worked, but we had little to no production.
I mean, you know, like that was part of my job description at one point in time. And I can tell you right now, there's nothing you can fucking do. So, you know, once that cat's out of the bag, you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube.
That's what
you know,
it
like fuck.
And good night,
brother.
my good man.
Love you.
Love you, brother.
I'll let you soon.
Yes, sir.
Peace.